Hi Nipun, good evening Arnav. Nipun, how are you beta? A very good evening Darpan. What's up? Hi Daisy, how are you Akshara? Hi Medha. Aditya, okay. Hi Chaitanya, Harshit, very good evening. How was your day? How are you celebrating weekend? Hi Harshit, good evening. Hari Krishna, I just read your feedback. Thank you very much. It goes the same. It's the same when it comes to you. How are you, Krish? Namaskar, Meda. I was just trying to resolve your issue, and after this session, beta, you'll get the link, the coupon code. Okay. So let's get started. We've got our favorite Pranam Aditya. We've got our favorite class teacher Paresh with us. Hi Swapnil, good evening. Arjun Gaur, good evening. Are we all ready to talk about nationalism in Europe? Okay, Akshara, we're not supposed to share the same. However, you can use your account to reach out to me and share a message. I think I received a message from one of you. Is that you, Akshara? I just received, yeah, Akshara, I just received your message. So by the time class already had started, I already had started the session. So I'm going to reach out to you there. Okay, Mitra? So it's a safe way to communicate. Chalo, let's get started. I'll talk to you there itself. Okay, Mitra? Chalo. So hi, Raghav. Good evening. Arjun, Swapnil, Nipun, Krish, Hari, Harshit, Ayush, Chaitanya, Aditya, Medha, Akshara, Darpan, and Arnav. So we're going to talk about the first session, that is nationalism. Ma'am, how many classes for this chapter? We've scheduled 2, 3, 4, 6 sessions. Same to you, Raghav. So including this one, we've got 6. I never, as of now, it's varying. So let all the kids join, then we'll decide. Hi, Ayush Gupta. Ma'am, where can we talk to you? Beta Chaitanya, here for the micro courses, we don't really have Telegram groups. So let's get started. I'm going to start with the introduction to the chapter where we're going to talk about this. I'll reply there, Akshara. Okay, it's 10B. We're going to talk about this painting. Very well, let's turn off the chat and try to focus here. As of now, I've got 16 kids and still it's changing. The number is going up. So beta, this was a painting and it was prepared by a French artist. His name was Frederick, and this question has been asked in last year's board exam. That talk about this picture. So this painting was prepared in 1848. That's why we have all these pictures here for you, not just the theoretical aspect, because I want you to prepare the lines of the board exam. So he prepared 4 prints visualizing a dream that he had with respect to the world, democratic and social republics, he called. So this picture that you see here, the print that you see here is prepared by Frederick Sorry, which is Sorio or Sorry, however you want to pronounce it, because it's a noun. So he prepared this print, and the name of this print is Democratic and Social Republics. It is very important to write this. It's about democratic, a dream of worldwide democratic and social republics. So what is there in this picture? I'll tell you. Now here you see all the people, first of Europe, then of America, men, women, people across all the age group, all the age group, all the social class marching in that long train, offering their homage, respect to the Statue of Liberty, who's holding the torch of enlightenment. Yes, the torch of enlightenment in one hand, this torch, and in the other hand, the statue had the Charter of Rights of Man and Citizens. Charter means a written contract of rights of man and citizens that you have. So two things this female had. One is the Torch of Enlightenment, that's right here. And the second is Charter of Rights of Man and Citizens. So this is symbolizes liberty, freedom. So this is the statue. All of you can see? All of you? Okay, that's good. That makes sense. Thank you for giving that thumbs up. So let's see how attentive you guys were, because I'm going to ask you the first question, which is right here. Who is this person? Three, two, one. Swapnil, misclick. Oh, Arsh. Beta, all those kids whose name I'm going to call out, please type the answer in the chat box so that I come to know that you've understood the concept and it was just a misclick. Just a misclick. Very good. This is actually was a French artist. ठीक है बेटा, all of you clear? Good. Those who've joined late, watch the replay. Second, he visualized his dream of a world as three, two. Only those who were very attentive would be in a position to answer. 3, 2, 1. Hi Krishnan, Vivek, Akshara, Daisy, Nipun, Swapnil, Ayush, Arjun, Harshit, Medha. Arnav, you always make this mistake. Okay. Arnav the King, good one. ठीक है बेटा, this is what I underlined, what I made you read. Fine, let's try this one. It was depicted that the statue or in the print. Three, two, one. Very good. Almost 100% correct answer. You guys are right there. I think it's going to be an interesting session. All right, let's try another one. Three, two, one. Akshara misclicked it. Okay, who else? Raghav, you also misclicked it. Arjun, I feel it was a misclick. Swapnil, okay, that was the right answer. Unknown learner. So this is the answer. I hope you're comfortable with this one. This is a leaderboard, so let's proceed. Chalo. Now what happened here is on the earth here, can you see these symbols of absolutist institutions? Please read the word. It's absolutist institutions, where it was a utopian vision here. Okay? So there were chartered remains, the symbols of absolutist institutions, and it was a utopian, visionary idea that peoples of the world are grouped in different nations, like they symbolize with this flag, they identify a different nation. People wearing this dress symbolize another nation. So it was like we can identify the people with the help of their flags or their costumes. Is it okay? So all of them, they were marching towards the Statue of Liberty and saying salam sab salam, salam sab salam. So in case those who have any doubt can reach out to your class teacher. You have Paresh sir with you. So, and in case you've joined late, please watch the replay. These people, they were marching towards the Statue of Liberty, carrying their own flag. And the first nation, or the people of the first nation, was USA. So first it was USA, then it was Switzerland, then it was France. So it was USA, Switzerland, and then France. Okay. I have made a trick to this. In case you want to know the trick, I'll just tell you that what all nations were marching towards the Statue of Liberty. It is beta. Okay, I'm going to write this trick here so that you can read it. Maybe here. Yeah, so you can see these. First was USA, then Switzerland, then France, then Germany, carrying this black, red, and gold flag. Can you see this German flag here, all of you? So Germany became a nation around 1848. We'll talk about the story in the class. But the two kids, is it a misclick, or they're continuously, just for the heck of it, they're giving me a thumbs down? Two kids, I don't wish to call out their name. Is everything clear to you, or was it just for the heck of it you're giving me a misclick? Arnav, Medha, Aditya, are you able to understand? Harshit, Hari, Nipun, Swapnil, Arjun, Ayush, Daisy, Krish. Okay, Akshara, Raghav, Arsh, Vivek, Darpan, Arnav, unknown. Cool. Okay, so beta, they all were marching towards the Statue of Liberty, and these people you have to learn in case you wish to know the countries. So I'll tell you the order how you can learn all of them. I've written all the countries right here. So from the heaven, the Christ, angels, they were all giving their blessings, saints, Christ, showering their blessings, because, you know, they have seen, they have been used to all this, have been used by the artist to create an effect of fraternity. Fraternity means brotherhood. So fraternity means brotherhood. And to learn the order of these countries, the trick is, okay, I'll give you the trick. It is USF, gas, not LPG, it is LPE, IHR. I am the HR. So be attentive what I'm going to say, because I won't repeat. First is USA. Is it clear to all of you? Second nation we read about was Switzerland. Then I talked of France, but I won't repeat. This is Switzerland. Here you've got France. Then we talked of Germany. Then from here you've got Austria. Then you've got S for Sicily, L for Lombardy, P for Poland, E for England, I for Ireland, H for Hungary, R for Russia. Is it okay? So this is the order in which all those people, they were marching towards the Statue of Liberty. Anyone having any doubt, please type your doubt, just your doubt. So above them, we had all the saints giving their blessings and all. So Arnav, you can just read the order. There's nothing out of the box that I told. This is the order of the nations. All right. So, okay. What didn't you understand? Is it okay, Arnav? What didn't you understand, Krishraj? Because it's all written, all the countries, they're written here. These are all the countries. Can you see written it in black? Everything written here in black, Ayush Gupta? Can you see some nation with by the name I from I? Raghav, it's all written here, beta. These are all the countries that I'm talking of. From here, you can see them right here. Clearly written. All right, so moving on. So during that 19th century, there was this, I would say a new wave of nationalism that came up. This is my nation, my country. Um, like I say, this is my territory, this is my class, this is my section. So when you see that my thing coming up, so of course you have the emergence of nation state. Okay, you have that, maybe some people in a particular area, there might be people of different nationality living together, but they didn't really bother about each other's territory or their own territory, because they didn't know the force of for the importance of unity. But if I say of late that people started to feel, I'm from Ireland, I'm from this nation, I'm from Britain, so that is when they started to realize that this is my area. We need to have the concept of modern state, which means we have a centralized power that is going to control an sovereign area. Sovereign means independent nation, which has a clearly defined territory. So this concept evolved, and changed. So it was earlier that, oh, we have this ruler, Arshmam. Maybe you are from X state, Y state, Z state, doesn't matter to you. But of late, what happened is we realized that a particular person or group of people, they started to feel that we need a centralized power who's going to control an area, and we're going to say that that area has a defined territory. That was the concept when we say modern state evolved. So when people start to have reflect their culture and control a particular area, we say the concept of nation state has emerged. That's belief, that's love, that's devotion towards your own country. That's not just felt by one person, but that responsibility and that feeling, that sense of common identity is shared among group of people, among so many people living together. They have that, what do you call it, that shared culture, that we all are together, we share the same territory. That is when they feel that yes, common thread runs through all of us. That is very important. That is what we compare as the feeling of nation state or modern state. Centralized power means बेटा center पे power होनी, एक power होनी, ठीक है, बजाय इसकी इसको center पे power होनी, as the word suggests, it's centralized. Is everyone clear till here? Yeah, definitely. I'll give you important questions, and they're in the slides also. Beta, one if you've not understood, was it a misclick? Rest of you should not type anything, but one of you is always there. Was it a misclick, Beta? I'm asking you. Okay, Raghav, Beta. It's okay. Just let me know that, ma'am, it was a misclick. Let's try these questions here. Utopian means imaginary. That does not exist in, reality. No emojis, please. One. Okay, Hari impressive, Arjun very good, Swapnil good, Akshara very good, Harshit very good, Beta, Nipun good, Medha very good, Ayush Gupta good. All right. Let's check the answer. Peter, this is the answer. I told you through their own flags, through their own costumes, they represented their nation. All of you clear? Chalo, don't worry, don't get disheartened. Okay, beta. So, beta, now I'm going to talk about French Revolution, like unknown learner, whosoever. Who's this unknown learner? I really want to see who's this unknown learner. Do I know this person or not? That's good, Raghav. Unknown learner started to talk of French Revolution. Like, when are you studying French Revolution? Who is this? He doesn't want to show his face. Chalo. So we're going to talk about French Revolution and the idea of nation. Yes, Ayush, beta, I hope you're able to follow. So what happens is, no, Krish, beta, it's a micro session. Okay. The first clear example of nationalism came when we saw 1789 French Revolution. Everyone, please focus. The France, we know the complete story, how it all started. It was ruled by an absolute monarch. Okay? Absolute monarch means there's nobody to check your power. For example, I told you better don't use emojis, and a lot of you are continuously using emojis, not ready to stop. So that should be controlled. Okay? So we know the story. So the political and the constitutional changes, there were a lot of changes that took place, may it be political, we want freedom, may it be constitutional changes. It changed, France from being ruled by a monarch to become a sovereign nation. And of course, that is, when people started to frame their own constitution, started to put their people, to rule them. So in France, if you guys have read about France, so there were different symbols and ideas used. For example, the idea of what do you call it? It's okay, Arnav, if you feel it's boring, because this is a session where I do not have enough time to crack the jokes, beta. So it's okay, beta, you can leave also, because this is very important to study. Okay, Arnav the King? This is something very important. I can't do with jokes because this might be there in other kids' exam. So if you feel it's becoming boring, I'm trying my level best to make sure I'm able to amuse you. But if you feel so, you can leave the session. All right. So there were ideas of la patrie. La patrie means beta, the fatherland. Les citizens was also conveyed, which means citizens. And that meant that when you compare everyone, when I say you guys, kids, when I say, well, if you're amazing, that means I'm trying to spread the idea of unity. I'm trying to spread the idea of equality. So new French flag was also set up in place of that royal flag that represented the monarch. We've got French flag. Estates General, if you remember, there was a political body, Estates General. It was replaced by National Assembly. Is it okay, beta? All of you are able to follow? So these ideas were used to, I would say, bring the people together. For example, in India, I would say Bharat Mata. The idea of Bharat Mata, our flag, our anthem, our song is used to bring people together. So in France, the revolution brought about a sense of collective identity using these things among the people. May it be the idea of la patrie, may it be the idea of les citoyens, may it be equal rights under the constitution, may it be the French flag, may it be Estates General being renamed. And also, beta, here, a lot of songs, a lot of oaths were taken. And as I told you, when we started the session, there was a centralized system. Like here, I have a centralized system that these are my kids. Every law is uniform. If everybody is studying, everybody is studying. If everybody is giving answers, everybody is giving answer. Internal custom duties and dues were abolished. Krishraj, are you able to understand, beta? Okay, let me refresh. Now fine, beta? Internal custom duties means, beta, if you have to travel from one state to another, like here, These are all the states. So if you travel from one state to the other, this, it simply means you won't be taxed here, no tax. That's called no French due, what do you call it? Taxes or internal customs. Was French made a French language? Yes, beta, of course. We can study about it. There was this songs used. Regional dialects were discontinued. Duties means taxes, beta. Dues and other kind of taxes were abolished. Uniform system of weights and measures were practiced. And also France French became a common language of the nation. Is it okay, beta? Ayush Gupta? Ma'am, if we do not pay taxes, how will government pay? Beta Medha, you have taxes generally in the form of import and export, not when you're trading within the nation. Is it okay? Yeah, not really, Ayush. If people are from that country, they won't really mind. Like, if you discourage. Chalo, let's try this question. The first clear expression of nationalism in Europe came with. Let's see how many of you can answer this. Beta, no emojis. Unknown learner, no emojis, beta. Okay, then that disturbs the flow. 3, 2, 1. Unknown learner, is it a Russian Revolution? Wow. How could you misclick it? Let's see if you can answer this one. Because this might be a little difficult for you to understand, but I want to make sure that you cover each and every aspect of the chapter. The idea of united community enjoying equal rights under a constitution were expressed that we all are equal, belong to the same nation. How is that expressed? Three, two. Beta, please type beta, then everybody is going to say, ma'am, unmute, unmute. 1. You wanted to answer the question? Medha, you were asking me to unmute so that you could answer the question, beta? Okay. Acha, now. Okay. Yeah, Medha, what do you have to speak?
Hello, ma'am.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, speak up, beta.
मैम आपने बोला कि जो फ्रांस में एक लैंग्वेज को प्रिस्क्राइब किया गया फ्रेंच लैंग्वेज को, वैसे ही आपने बोला कि कोई भी कंट्री में एक लैंग्वेज किया जाए तो कोई भी कन्फ्लिक्ट नहीं होगा। वैसे तो इंडिया में भी यदि हम चाहते तो हिंदी कर सकते थे ना, तो वहाँ पे भी तो बहुत सारे लैंग्वेज थे।
No, beta. Okay, Medha has got an interesting question. Okay, Medha, let me answer this question. Medha says, ma'am, how does man la citizen? It's a big idea. Raghav, you know what you've read it in 9th class. Like in 10th, we generally say la citoyen is refer to the people. Now, Medha has asked, ma'am, you're telling that Arnav, beta NTSC. For NTSC, study from CBSC. Now, a lot of you have asked that, especially Medha, that ma'am, you're telling propagating the same language won't be a cause of conflict. But in India, we would have used Hindi. Because at that time, I'm talking about when we spread the idea of nationalism, when French was in developmental stage. So at that time in French, there are people from different regions. But at the time of nationalism, when you spread the idea of nationalism, the basic language in which people could understand was French. So I'm talking about the story of nationalism that would bring people together. Even in India, if we talk about India's constitution put into place, at that time, beta, we see Hindi being used more often. But when there was an objection made by the southern state that we wish to continue in English, we made English as the official language as well. I'm not saying declaring, I'm just using it as a symbol of spread the idea of nationalism, and what suits a country might not be the same for another nation. Is it okay, Medha? Yeah, I'll refresh. The same for another one. Cool. So, like, for example, I told you that, when all this changed, the history of France, the people of France, they learned that, oh my God, different ideas, they're coming up with different ideas, nationalism, doing away with despotism. Different cities, different countries got inspired, but they all were not using language as the symbol. Okay? Even in France, Jacobean clubs were set up. Are you all aware of this? Pranav, Akshara, Medha, Mita, Ayush. Are you all aware of this? Setting up of Jacobean clubs where I see the less prosperous section of the people ruled by despotism. Akshara means autocratic ruler, where you can't question his authority. And the ideas that spread from France when French army moved to Holland, Belgium, Italy, they carried with them the idea of nationalism. And then Napoleon came. Everybody was so inspired. Arey, how did that happen? We want that. We want to achieve what happened in France. We want that. How did the person be there on the leaderboard? So every country was looking up to them. And do you know? When Napoleon became the ruler, he once again destroyed democracy. He became despotic ruler. He did bring a lot of changes. He was good enough to bring a lot of changes, but beta, he was cruel enough. If he was good, he was cruel. Are you all able to understand, beta? Bachapati, are you all able to understand? Vivek, Arnav, Arsh, Pranav, Daisy, Aditya, Medha, for example, please keep asking your doubt. He introduced Civil Code of 1804. Now, how I teach this code? It is BPL, below poverty line. Number one, did away all the privileges based on birth. Daisy can't say I belong to Ambani's family, ma'am, treat me properly, treat me in a special way. Do away with all the privileges on birth. Second, establish equality before law. Everybody is equal in front of Arsh, ma'am. May it be the topper, may it be a person who's not liking social studies. And secure the right to property. I can't say unknown learner since I don't know your name. I won't make you. I'll make sure you are not there on the leaderboard. Not really, Akshara. These are the rights that he introduced, and also he simplified administrative system. Not too many complications. Abolished feudal system. No slavery. Freedom was given to the from serfdom, again a type of slavery to the peasants. So many things were introduced by him, and people thought, array, Arjun, it's each one to his own. Like you might feel Arjun is asking, ma'am, was he a good person? Arjun, to you, I might be a good teacher, but to Vivek, I might not be. So it's your perspective, how you see the world. Okay? Manorial views means, beta, if you're living on a very large estate, the person who's living on a very large estate, he asks, go get my children, you've not paid loan, go get my wife some vegetables from the market. That's manorial dues. A man, like a worker does, but without paying them enough. Is it okay, beta? All of you are able to understand? So for quite a time, for quite some time, I would say Napoleon was welcomed, but later on, two people misclicked. Later on, he was like, sir, don't come to our country. initially, he was considered that he'll bring harbinger. He was welcomed as harbinger of liberty, that he'll probably set us free. He'll bring so many reforms. He'll do really good. But then, when he started to move on to the different countries, you won't believe Swapnil Vivek what he did. First of all, he increased the taxes. He said, "You guys give me taxes." Second of all, he said that, he didn't really declare that I am a sign of liberty. He went there, he attacked the nation. He also followed forced conscription. He said, "Work for my army so that I can, attain more, I can capture more and more areas and bring them to my control." Yes, that was done by him. Increased taxes, forced conscription, and also introduced censorship. You can't question him. That is what he did. So people were so sick, people said, "Go away! We don't want you here! Go away!" Are you all unable to understand? First, he declared that he's wearing a mask and he's very nice, very good, he'll do enough for you guys. And once he entered the territory, the area, he took off his mask and ha 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 ha. And he started to say, "Now you work for me." But people were very smart. Applying sanitizer on hand? Yes. Chalo, first let me ask, have you all understood whatever I taught, beta? Okay, let me ask you a few questions to make sure. Here. Pranav. 3, 2, 1. Arey Nipon, you got confused. Ayush got confused. Aditya also got confused. Okay, Nipun beta, let's see if I can confuse you with this question. Three, two, one. Okay, from next time now, to make it interesting, like Arnav was telling me that, "Ma'am, it's becoming really boring." I'll try to narrate the story because there's too much information on the slide and it becomes difficult. So I'll try to narrate the story and then ask you questions and try to improvise it. Okay? Leaderboard, but sometimes na beta kids don't like that, but I'll try it in the next session so that we can cover maximum part of the syllabus. So that's all from my end, but Chapati, this is a leaderboard. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed the session. So I see you tomorrow. Till we meet next, please take care, stay healthy, stay hydrated. Medha, okay, I'll try to use the slides also, beta, simultaneously. But if you see me teach the other way around, let's give it a try if you find it interesting or not. Okay? Okay, Arnav. Take care. Yeah, Akshara, I have sessions, but I'll answer your questions. Take care, stay healthy, stay hydrated. Don't forget to respect your parents. And yeah, sure, Medha, it's on my mind. Yeah, Arnav. All right. Thank you. And in case you like the session, don't forget to hit 5. Bye.